guys. Yeah, okay, so 1 pound, and I'm not upset about it. I'm actually happy. I have settled with if 1 pound is 1 pound, and although I won't lie, I always want more, but you know what? A pound is a pound, and I'm okay with that. That's one more pound off the body. I always think of butter. Years ago, I think it was a Weight Watchers meeting that the leader I mentioned it, and for some reason, it always stuck with me. 1 pound is a lot. Would you want to just? I wouldn't want to put that back in my body. But anyway, yeah. So have a little bit more patience with myself, a little bit more grace. But I also want to come on here and talk a little bit about. We are going to deep dive, or I'm going to deep dive this week, starting this week, into healing from my past, and that means probably not so happy-go-lucky videos from me for a little bit. But please remember when I talk about these things that there is a reason, and then I always try to have a solution. I don't just try to talk about all the bad and all the. There's a reason why I'm talking about it, and and how I'm going to move forward to it from it because I am ready. I have got to find a way to forgive what happened to me in the past and forgive myself for the way I didn't react from in my past and forgive people in my past. And then I also have to find a way to forgive myself for a lot of things. So we're going to start deep diving into my past a little bit. And so you can understand, well, maybe what shaped me to who I am today. Some things will be a little bit more, I won't talk as in depth about them as other things. But I do want to go into it's time for healing. It's time for me to stop living in the past and living from the past. And yes, I have been hurt very bad from my past. But I think many of us have. And there's got to be a way that you move on from it. I can't change what happened in the past, but I can heal from it. And I can take my power back. And I'm ready to take my power back completely. And that means I have to face reality with some things that I'm a little scared to do because I want to be able to paint my past as this beautiful, wonderful growing up childhood and years, and it just wasn't. And I have to be okay with that too. And that means I have to face that the people in my past, some of them, as much as I love them, kind of failed. And it makes me feel guilty for saying that. But they did. They failed me as a child, and I have to face that. And we're gonna get through all that because I can't heal if I'm constantly having all those memories always and always looking at behind me. I'm ready to move forward. And a lot of it is forgetting myself. A lot of it is, I struggle and I still struggle and I'm still been struggling, the last probably a couple months now with just really being mad at myself and just, I'm not sure how to handle that I've wasted 45 years of my life. I don't know how to forgive myself for that. And the only way I can think of is I gotta heal it. I gotta heal my past and I've gotta show myself that I can come back from this and that, yeah, okay, 45 years, it is a long time, but I can treat myself better now. I can take care of my body. I can take care of my health and I can really put some effort into it. And we're going to talk about everything. And even I am not going to look good in some of this, that some of the choices are on me and some of the choices or the lack of choices is on me. And I have to find a way to forgive myself for that. And we're going to talk about it. Fridays are going to be my videos that we're going to just, begin to do the healing process. So that all this week I'll be working on really coming up with a plan and really focusing on certain parts of my life. And I will be sharing that with you on Friday. I just don't know exactly how it's going to work. So this week, I'm going to take the week to write things down and to really focus and to relive things and what is triggering me and just get to know a little bit about what shaped me to be who I am today, and maybe a little bit more of understanding even for myself why I did what I did or I didn't do what I didn't do, and why, yeah. And then forgive. I gotta learn how to forgive not just the people in the past that hurt me, or people who were supposed to be there to protect me and didn't, but to forgive myself for lack of action, I guess. But anyway. So that will be this week. It's not going to be fun, but you can't get over something if you don't go through it. Or this is how I'm looking at it. It's like, I cannot heal from this if I just keep ignoring it and shoving it down, because my body can't take it anymore. My mental stability can't take it anymore. I am walking through some tough things right now, and I have been. And to have to cling to the past and have to deal with that too, it's breaking me, and I'm gonna cry. It's breaking me, and I don't want to break anymore. I want to heal. I don't want to be weak. I want to be. I want to show myself I can do this. I'm tired of excuse my language, assing things and allowing my anxiety and my fears to win. So yeah, I'm also going to do some happier video. I want to do some short videos during the week for TikTok, and then I'll just put them on my YouTube as well, because I want to start doing like what I eat in a day series every week. But I'm a very boring person, and I am going to set boundaries. I don't want, I love to hear people say, "Oh, I have this with this," and give some. I'm not, and I don't know how to put this. I don't want the food police, because I am learning that you can have anything with moderation, and my focus is protein and fiber, and I'm struggling sometimes with the fiber part. So the only reason why I get a lot of fiber in sometimes is because I eat those flour tortillas. They have the fiber in them, but I'm really struggling when you're financially strapped. So but I am doing it, but not, I just, you'll see that my food can be kind of boring, but yet it's what I like and what I enjoy. There's nothing fancy. I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing fancy. I'm not a fancy cook. I don't make fancy dishes. I tend to like comfort food, and I'm learning how to make my comfort food, just adding little tweaks here and there to make them healthier, but it's normal food. I don't use extra protein powders, and I can't afford all that stuff. And so yeah, anyway guys, I don't know if I have anything else I want to mention in here, but movement is a big thing for me. I need to start getting a little bit more movement in. I am going to start doing, I don't know if I talked about this, but a dear friend sent me this really fun, like RPG. I don't know if you know, RPG is like game where I'm in the gaming community, okay? We love to play games. Jason and his friends grew up playing like video game. Well, we grew up in the 80s, so it's like whatever you want to call it, like the Atari, but I didn't, because we didn't have that stuff. But they did, and they just grew up, and as they got older, they started playing, they played the video games and the RPG, the role-playing stuff, and what do they call it? I should know this because I'm kind of into it too now. Um, oh my gosh. I remember when I was growing up, I was taught that it was evil, and it is not evil. It's not anywhere near what I thought it was, what I was taught it was. But sometimes that happens in religion, but I can't think of the name of it. All I know is his name's Cthulhu, but I can't think of the general or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I love all that stuff, and she sent me a really fun exercise one, and I've been trying to convert it over to how I can do it a little bit more with keeping more track of it online than having, because there's a lot of pieces and stuff you have to cut out and things like that, and I just don't know if we have enough ink to do all that. But or maybe even the honest truth is more, do I want to sit there and cut them all out? But the game is it looks so much fun, and that's what I need in exercising, is fun, and it's nothing hard. It's nothing that I can't do. So Jason's been helping me with how to do some of it online, and we get to roll dice and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to be starting that. Yeah, so we're going to get some movement in. Things are changing, and I'm scared but so excited. And I'm ready to kick my depression, because it's been really bad lately, and I have been really fighting it more than I used to, and I just am winning sometimes about turning that attitude around. And yeah, so anyway guys, all right, I've chatted out enough, so I'm looking forward to starting. A little scared, but yeah, can't get through it if we don't start, right? So here we go. And yeah, Friday's video will be I'm not going to guarantee I probably will cry in it. I know I will probably. I'm just going to say I'll probably cry in it. But I am not going to hide who I am. I am not going to hold back. I am not going to worry about what anybody thinks or what they will say. I am doing this first and foremost. And even I have to learn that it's okay to feel selfish about it. That I feel guilty if I feel selfish. That I'm doing this and it feels selfish to me. But I am doing it for me first. And when you're on your, you should be doing it for you first over anything else. Whether you do it online or you do it in out off of the cameras, it should be for you because it's your healing. You can't be, for me, how I look at it is, I can't be the best I could be in society if I am not taking care of me. So it's not selfish. This is my way of healing so I can become a better human being and just a happier one. And then that itself makes this world better. I don't know if that makes any sense, but in my mind, because I believe in energy and positive, I need more positivity. And sometimes you have to go through the hardships to get there. But anyway, I could go on and on and on. But I'm looking forward to it, but scared. Yeah, so you're going to get to learn a little bit more about some of the things that I struggled with. I know I allude to it, I talk about it, but I don't really exactly say why. And when I deep dive, I'm going to explain in more detail what I've been through. And we're going to break it down in parts. I'm not going to talk all about it once. I'm not going to just dump it all out because I do want to have it make sense. And I do want to be able to heal in the small chunks instead of being overwhelmed by all the big stuff. But anyway, all right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.